Hey fam, what's good? What's good? I hope that you're well and keeping safe. I hope that you had a nice productive week. I hope that you had a nice productive weekend as well. So we're back. We're back. So before I'm gonna start off my actual breakdown, I just want to share a few words when it comes down to our first actual community we're about to launch whatsoever. I am super excited for it. I am super nervous as well. But for me, at the end of the day, it's all about sharing. And becoming a better person in general. Okay. So how it basically gonna work is for this week, this up and coming week coming up now. I'm gonna accept people. Okay, I'm gonna accept people for this up and coming week. But we're only gonna start it off the following week on the 26th. Okay, on the 26th of March. Then we're gonna start off our actual community. Okay. So feel free to drop me that DM over Instagram. My Instagram account would be down in the description. I will post like a little pamphlet on YouTube, on my YouTube shorts as well, so you can have a look at that. Where you can contact me on my cell phone number, or you can mail me whatsoever, but my Instagram would be inside the description. Okay, so feel free to drop me that. It's not gonna be something where I'm just gonna be like, giving you the course, and then after that I'm just gonna be like, you go on your own, you go on your own. No, it's not gonna be like that. We will have our Wednesday recap sessions, we will have our Sunday market breakdown sessions as well. Okay, it is strictly building independent traders. Okay, we want independent traders because I feel like if I can do this on my own, with no one assisting me, with the knowledge I have, I can share the knowledge with you guys, and you guys can do it on your own as well, and you can go empower other people, and that's just how we go. Okay, so I am super excited for this new journey awaiting for us. I am super excited, and thank you to even the new people that is coming up. I am literally I think it's 13 people subs away from ticking off my actual bucket list for the year. For this year I was like, okay, 150 subs. That's cool with me. Having 10k views, that's cool with me. So it's all about ticking off that bucket list, becoming a better person, and I want to share that with you guys as well. So thank you for coming up to this channel. Thank you for choosing me. I highly do appreciate it. Okay, I highly do appreciate it, and I hope that this channel has benefit most of you guys. I hope everyone actually. Okay, so let's get back into our actual breakdown. So as we can see, we're gonna start off from our monthly time frame. As we can see on our monthly time frame, we are rallying towards the downside. Down. Nice. Now we boxed out this actual area over here, where we have, if I can start off from this lows again, we do have this nice low, higher low over there. We do have this nice high, higher high to market giving us another higher high over there. Now we do know that the market move in impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, right? Now this is basically our actual impulse towards the upside. Now we are having our correction back down, back towards the downside. And where are we potentially looking to take price? We are potentially looking to take price back inside this actual area over here, where we can be looking at price region 12,500. We are looking for this area to be tested for potential move towards the upside, mainly because, can you see, when we broke above, we haven't came back for a proper retest just of yet, so this is an area which we are targeting basically. Okay, so that is literally it for our monthly time frame. So let's scale down to our weekly time frame. Let's see what is happening on our actual weekly time frame. Okay, now looking at our actual weekly time frame, why did we just rally towards the downside on Friday? It was mainly because, can you see this actual trend line which we had drawn out previously? First touch, second, third, can you see we broke below, came back for the retest, and we just rallied towards the downside. Now, rallying towards the downside, with a break and a retest of the actual trend line, it's giving me an indication that we can see Nasdaq potentially head further to the downside, right? Back inside this actual monthly time, this monthly area of support. Keep in mind, this great area over here, this is the monthly area of support. Okay, so we can potentially find ourselves heading back inside this actual region over there. But at the end of the day, we're gonna have to be reactive. Okay, we're gonna have to be reactive. And that's literally it for our actual, our weekly time frame. Okay, so let's scale down to our daily time frame and let's see what is happening over here. Now, what I'm gonna do is, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at current price on my daily time frame. I'm gonna look at current price, looking at structure. I can see that we do have this nice actual high over here, lower high, lower high, lower high over there. Clear bearish, right? We are bearish on our daily time frame. And this is higher time frame, so higher time frame always win. Okay, we bearish. Low, lower low. Well, we can say this is an actual equal low over there. Okay, so on our daily time frame, we are bearish, and if our daily time frame is gonna remain bearish, this is just gonna fuel our weekly time frame to come towards the downside. Okay, if our daily time frame remain bearish, this is gonna fuel our weekly time frame to come towards the downside. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zoom out price just a little bit, then I'm gonna box out areas where we can potentially see price hit into. Okay, so I'm gonna let's start off from current price. Okay, let's start off from current price. I'm gonna use horizontal lines, boxing out areas where we can, where we saw the market had previous reactions on. Okay, so I'm gonna box out this region over here. I'm gonna box out this region over there as well. Let me zoom out just a little bit just to be low. Okay, we can box it out like that. Let's see if we can identify another one. Next area over there. Let's see over. Boom. Okay, just like that. So now we can basically see that this would literally be zones. Let's mark them off. I'm gonna say this is our daily support number 1. This would then be our daily support number 2. Okay, this would then be our daily resistance number 1, and this would be our daily resistance number 2. Okay, daily areas, yeah, our resistance and support areas. Now, these areas might look as small zones, but check this out. This is still 330 pip move towards the downside, and this move over here would be 445 pip move towards the upside. So what I'm basically looking at on my daily time frame is how are we gonna play around these actual regions, these zones over here? How are we gonna play around inside these actual zones? Okay, how are we gonna be reactive within these zones? Now this is where I'm gonna go to our actual 4-hourly time frame. Now let me just show you like why I basically boxed out these zones. Let me just show you that. Okay, can you see over here? Respect, support, resistance, support, resistance. Can you see that? When we basically tapped inside these actual areas, this is where the market had some sort of reaction. Okay, same thing going on over here. Support, resistance. So the market basically had reactions when we basically tap inside these regions. So that's the main reasoning to why we basically box out these areas. Looking at our actual areas of resistance as well, can you see resistance, respected, resisted, well, support, at least support, resistance, support. When we tapped inside these actual areas, we had some sort of reaction. Once again, resistance, support, resistance. Okay, so what am I looking out for? I'm gonna scale down to my actual 4-hourly time frame. Okay, I'm gonna scale down to my 4-hourly time frame. Now what I'm seeing on my 4-hourly time frame over here is basically Can you see? Up, down, up, down. Right? So we do have a potential information over here indicating to us that, you know, this is a charting pattern. This is a charting pattern that takes a bullish market to a bearish market. You know, so this information is basically giving us an indication that we can find ourselves, you know, going towards the downside. But, you know, you need to keep in mind on our 4-hourly time frame as well. You know, can you see we had 3 respects on this actual region over there? Can you see over here as well? Respect. So we can easily disrespect this actual information and just have some sort of a rally, you know, arranging within this actual market. Okay, but looking at this actual information over here, I can see that we have this nice rally towards the upside, came back down, back up, you know, and we haven't completed this actual information. You know, what am I basically saying with we haven't completed the actual information just of yet? You know, information, how does it look like? I like using a textbook. It will basically look something like this, up like that, and you know, having that actual M right over here. Can you see? So this is this area over here. Let me just box it out like that. This area is basically that area, and then this area would be that area over there. Okay, so that is how an actual information looks like an M, right? Now I can also see that we do have this nice turning points over here, nice turning points. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get out a trend line from this region, you know, and just box it out like that. Boom. Now can you see that this actual trend line is basically lining up with this actual, you know, the lift leg, one can say. Okay, so with market open, can we see Nasdaq rallying towards the downside, rally towards the downside, rally towards the downside, back inside this region for a potential move towards the upside, back inside the actual neckline? Okay, the neckline would basically be our safe haven at this moment. Okay, our neckline would be our safe haven at this actual moment. So scaling down to my actual our 1 hourly time frame. I hope that you have a clean understanding on what is happening on our 4 hourly time frame. So scaling down to my 1 hourly time frame, you know, and see what is happening over here. I'm gonna get out another actual trend line. Can you see these actual swing points? I'm gonna get another trend line thrown out. Get another one, just like that. Boom. So can you see with this market? First touch, second, third, we broke below, we haven't came back for a retest. So this trend line is now serving as an area where we can see, you know, Nasdaq potentially hit back into. Okay, so if we can see price come towards the downside, respect this area, give us the necessary confluences on taking price towards the upside, where could we take price? Back inside this actual neckline. Okay, well, back inside this actual trend line. This trend line is now serving as the neckline on our 4 hourly time frame. If I can show you that, can you see this is the M back inside the neckline for a potential move back towards the downside? Okay, back towards the downside. Now, you know, this is literally how I prep myself when it comes down to the market. You know, obviously I would have different scenarios wrapped out as well. You know, I would be like, okay, cool, so what if we have a nice bull candle thrown towards the upside? This could now be an actual, you know, a correction, and then we come towards the downside, respect this area, come all the way towards the upside, you know, respect this actual trend line, we can come down, you know, hold this area as an area of support, you know, and we can see potential upside movement back into this actual daily area of resistance over there. You know, just little scenarios. Or, you know, we can potentially find ourselves just rallying towards the downside, you know. So what am I going to wait out for? So if we're going to rally below this daily area of support, all I'm going to be waiting for is an actual retest back inside this region over there for potential move back into our daily area of support number 2. That's literally it. Looking at our resistance areas as well. So if we're going to find price basically rallying towards the upside, being bullish in structure, you know, if we want to take price towards the downside, we're going to have to be bearish in structure. Okay, with remaining bullish in structure, all I'm going to wait for retest back into our daily area of support number 2. It. That's literally it. So, I am favoring, just based off textbook, I am favoring, this actual information to complete itself for potential move back towards the upside, for potential dip back towards the downside. Our 1 hourly would basically assist our 4 hourly. Okay, our 1 hourly would basically assist our 4 hourly. So if we can respect, come towards the upside, have downside potential, and basically just rally towards the downside. What I'm gonna wait for, read this, and we're gonna come towards the downside like that. Okay, so if my 4 hourly time frame is gonna remain bearish in structure, that's a thumbs up, because now it simply means that our daily time frame is also gonna rally towards the downside, right? It's also gonna rally towards the downside. Now, if my daily is gonna close below, all I'm gonna wait for, read this, and we can basically take it back into this actual monthly area of support over there. Do you have a clean understanding? I hope that you have a clean understanding. I hope that you have a clean understanding. So that is literally my outlook on Nasdaq. Nothing complicated, nothing complicated. At the end of the day, it's all about being reactive. Okay, it's all about being reactive. Being reactive. Yes, so that is it from my side. I hope that you are ready for this week. I am ready for this week. Yeah. So yeah, let's approach the market with a clean mind. Let's stay humble. Let's stay humble. That is so important. Remain humble inside these markets. Because if you're not gonna be humble, who's gonna humble you? The actual market. Okay, so yes, let's approach this market. Let's see how this week is gonna play out. Let's learn, let's grow, let's earn. It's me, your boy D. I'm out.